I'm Anil Kumar, sharing with you ways of finding limits of indeterminate quotients. The question before us is evaluate limit when x approaches 1 for x cubed minus 1 divided by x squared minus 1. Now if I substitute 1 here, what do I get? If I substitute 1, I get 1 cubed minus 1 divided by 1 square minus 1, which is 0 over 0. Now this 0 over 0 is called indeterminate, right? You cannot really find its value. However, it suggests you one thing, and that is that we have a common factor in both numerator and denominator. So that is what it suggests, right? This is very, very important suggestion. So that really means that if I get rid of that common factor, I can find the limit, right? So what we need to do, our strategy is therefore is to factor and cancel that common factor. So that is the strategy, correct? So this is based on this strategy. Now some of the students have learned Lee-Hospital's rule. In such case, whenever you have indeterminate quotients, you can apply the Lee-Hospital's rule and solve the question. However, most of my students, for them, this is the very first chapter on calculus. So for them, we will follow simple rules. One of the strategies which we are doing now is factoring. So this is the strategy which is to factor and solve. The others will be method of substitution, and sometimes we'll do rationalization, which is mainly for radical functions. Okay, so let's see how to do factoring here and solve. So we could write this limit as equals to limit when x approaches 1. X cubed minus 1 could be factored as x minus 1 times x squared plus x plus 1 divided by x plus 1 times x minus 1. So in this chapter we are going to do a lot of factoring. I'd like you to review factoring skills as we move forward. That is going to help you. So now we really found the common factor, right? So what we notice here is that x minus 1 is indeed the common factor, which on substitution of 1 was leading to 0, right? In both numerator and denominator. So we have cancelled it out. So once you cancel, what do you get? You get limit x approaches 1. Numerator now is x squared plus x plus 1, and denominator is x plus 1. Now if I substitute 1 here, we can find the limit of this function. So we get 1 squared plus 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1, which is indeed 3 over 2. And therefore we have the solution, and the answer is limit of this function is 3 over 2. I hope these simple steps help you to find limits of indeterminate quotients, especially when they are easy to factor. So whenever you can factor, this is the most preferred, I should say, this is the preferred strategy. Factor and solve if you can. If not, we'll see how substitution can help us. So we'll see that in later videos. I'm Anil Kumar. You can subscribe to my videos and learn a lot. Thank you and all the best.